Have you ever wondered why some people build wealth effortlessly while others seem stuck no matter how much they earn? Why two people with the same income can live such drastically different financial lives? If you've ever struggled to understand the way people think about money, yourself included, then this summary is for you. This is a direct, straightforward audiobook summary of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, designed to fit the complete book into a bite-sized format under 15 minutes. I've pulled the most important key takeaways from this book and have them right here for you. If you enjoy content like this, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss future summaries. Let's not waste any time. Let's dive right in. And stay until the end, because I'll share the 5 most important takeaways from the book and how you can start applying them to your life today. Morgan Housel begins with a simple but powerful idea. Managing money is not just a matter of knowledge or intelligence. It's about behavior. It's not about what you know, but how you act. This is what sets The Psychology of Money apart from other financial books. Instead of focusing on complex investing strategies or economic models, Housel explores how emotions, biases, and individual experiences shape the way we think about saving, spending, investing, and building wealth. He makes it clear that good financial behavior is not necessarily intuitive. It requires awareness, discipline, and often going against what feels normal or urgent in the moment. One of the key stories he shares is about a janitor named Ronald Reed, who lived a humble life, drove a used car, and clipped coupons. Yet when he passed away, he left behind an $8 million fortune. On the flip side, there was a famous executive who had a high income, lived lavishly, but eventually went bankrupt. These two examples highlight a major theme in the book. Wealth is what you don't see. Rich is flashy. Wealth is quiet. Just because someone drives a luxury car doesn't mean they're wealthy. It may just mean they spent all their money. The truly wealthy often go unnoticed because they spend less than they earn and let their money grow silently in the background. It's a mindset that values delayed gratification and long-term thinking over short-term pleasure and showmanship. Housel makes the point that saving money is more important than income or investment returns. It's your savings rate that really matters. He says, building wealth has little to do with your income and a lot to do with your behavior. Most people chase higher returns or bigger salaries, thinking that's the key to getting ahead. But if you spend everything you make, or worse, go into debt to impress others, you'll never build true wealth. Saving gives you options. It gives you time. And it builds a financial buffer that keeps you from making bad decisions in moments of stress. The book explains how our personal experiences shape our financial worldview. Someone who grew up during a recession will likely view risk and saving differently than someone who only experienced times of economic boom. Housel calls this the individual nature of financial thinking. There is no single rational way to think about money because everyone sees it through the lens of their own life. This makes empathy important. Just because someone makes a different financial choice than you doesn't make them wrong. It may just mean they lived a different financial life. That's why it's so important to understand your own story with money. What did your parents teach you about money? What experiences shaped your views? These questions help you uncover the emotions driving your financial decisions. Another powerful insight from the book is the importance of time. Compounding is the most powerful force in finance, but it requires patience. Housel talks about how Warren Buffett accumulated most of his wealth after the age of 65, not because he had some magic formula, but because he started early and kept going for decades. The takeaway is simple. The longer your money is working, the more powerful compounding becomes. The most effective financial strategy may simply be staying invested and giving your money time to grow. Too many people interrupt the compounding process by pulling out their investments when the market dips. But those who hold steady, who keep investing even when things get uncertain, are often the ones who see the biggest rewards over time. Housel also stresses the importance of room for error. Life is unpredictable, plans fail, markets crash, people lose jobs. That's why having a margin of safety, extra savings, lower expenses, or conservative estimates is so critical. Wealth is not built on perfection. It's built on resilience. You don't need to predict every economic downturn. You just need to survive it. And survival means thinking ahead, planning for bad days during the good ones, and understanding that setbacks are part of the journey. When you have a cushion, you can avoid desperate decisions and stay on course, even when life throws you off track. The book also challenges the idea that being rational is always best. Housel argues that being reasonable is often more important than being perfectly rational. For example, paying off a low-interest mortgage early might not make sense mathematically, but it could give you peace of mind. And that emotional comfort can be worth more than a slightly higher return. Personal finance is personal. It's okay to make decisions that may not be perfect on paper but help you sleep better at night. This idea that your money decisions should support your peace, not just your profits, is one of the most empowering takeaways of the book. Another standout topic in the book is the concept of enough. In a world that constantly pushes us to want more money, more success, more status, it's easy to lose sight of what we really need. Housel tells the story of a hedge fund manager at a party who learns that another guest made more money in a single day than he would make in a lifetime. But his response was simple: "I have something he'll never have. Enough." Knowing what's enough for you can protect you from greed, from unnecessary risk, and from making decisions that could jeopardize everything you've worked for. It also helps you find contentment, which is often the real goal behind our financial pursuits. The psychology of envy also plays a big role in how people manage money. In a connected world, it's easier than ever to compare yourself to others. Social media highlights the best parts of people's lives, often giving us the impression that we're falling behind. But as Housel reminds us, people only show what they want you to see. You have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Trying to keep up with others can lead to overspending, stress, and unhappiness. And often, the person you're trying to impress isn't even paying attention. Learning to run your own race, to focus on your goals and not someone else's highlight reel, is a vital financial skill. Housel emphasizes that money is a tool. It can bring freedom, peace, and options, but only if used wisely. The goal is not to be rich, it's to be free. Free from worry, from stress, and from having to make decisions based only on money. When used correctly, money gives you control over your time, which is the ultimate form of wealth. Time to spend with your family, time to work on what you love, time to rest when you need it. That's what we're really after, not the number in a bank account, but the life that money can help build. Now let's take a moment to go over the 5 most important takeaways from the psychology of money and how you can start implementing them today. First, prioritize saving over everything else. It doesn't matter how much you earn. What matters is how much you keep. Start by automating your savings. Treat it like a bill that has to be paid each month. Build an emergency fund and then keep building from there. Saving is not about discipline alone. It's about designing your life to make saving easier. That could mean reducing your fixed expenses, cooking more at home, or simply removing temptation by automatically transferring money out of your checking account. Second, give your money time. Start investing early, and don't panic when the market dips. The magic of compounding only works if you stay in the game long enough. Think long-term and resist the urge to chase quick wins. Remember that slow and steady growth beats flashy gains that disappear just as quickly. It's better to be consistently good than occasionally great when it comes to your finances. Third, live below your means. Avoid lifestyle creep, the tendency to spend more as you earn more. Just because you can afford something doesn't mean you should buy it. The less you need to feel satisfied, the easier it is to grow your wealth. Practice gratitude and mindfulness. Sometimes the biggest financial win is simply realizing you already have enough. Fourth, define your own version of enough. Don't let society, media, or your peers set your financial goals for you. Decide what matters most to you and build your life around that. When you know what's enough, you free yourself from the constant chase. Take time to reflect on what truly brings you joy and build your financial habits around that. Simplicity and clarity often lead to more happiness than complexity and comparison. And fifth, focus on being financially resilient, not perfect. Expect setbacks and plan for them. Keep a cushion of cash, stay insured, and be conservative in your assumptions. Resilience is what will keep you afloat when life takes unexpected turns. Being prepared doesn't mean living in fear. It means you have the confidence to handle whatever comes your way. To wrap it all up, The Psychology of Money is not just a book about dollars and cents. It's about how we think, feel, and behave around money. It teaches that financial success is less about intelligence and more about patience, humility, and consistency. It encourages you to think long-term, stay grounded, and focus on what truly matters. If you've made it to the end of this audiobook summary, that means you're serious about taking control of your financial life. The full audiobook is linked in the description if you want to dive deeper into Morgan Housel's work. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more summaries just like this. And if you listened all the way through, drop a comment that says, "Think long term," so I know you were here until the end. I'll do my best to like and reply to every one of your comments. Until next time.